Hello, my friends. This is your happy stamper lady, Rachel Markin, helping the creative you shine through. Welcome to Elephants on Parade. Oh, I'm so excited to show you this fold today. Okay, let's take a look at my website real quick. This is happystamperlady.com, and I am super excited to tell you that I am a one-stop place now. If you go to happystamperlady.com, I do hope that you subscribe there because that is going to give you access to everything that's me. There's my subscribe button for you. It's also going to allow you to access all the things. So you will have catalogs, YouTube, go shopping with me, join my Happy Stamper Lady team, subscribe to Facebook as well. I'd love that. Specials that we've got going on. At YouTube, you will have access to every single video. You need to subscribe there as well. And it will go through all the videos that I've ever made, and it will allow you to see all the different things, all the different options for you there. And that's super exciting for me. Now, my husband has done all of that for me. He's organized all of that. So my blogs go out on Saturdays, my videos on Fridays, catalogs, contacting me and learning all about me, Rachel Markin, your crazy happy stamper lady. Hello, my friends. I'm really excited to show you this double pocket card today because I kind of created some of it myself. The concepts are there, things that other people have done, but I kind of put it together and thought I want a double pocket. So I kind of created this myself today. So I'm super excited to share it with you. So let's start with the basics of what the pocket means and how to get it together, and then we'll decorate and have fun with it, okay? So the card base today is one piece of cardstock. I'm going to use white. I'm using like black and whites today. And it is 5.5 by 4 1/4. Okay, simple. You got that. So you're going to get 4 card bases out of one piece of cardstock if you want to know like how that will stretch for you. Then the main pocket itself, you're going to have a piece of cardstock that is 8.5 this way, but 5 1/4 this way. Then you're going to score it at the 4-inch mark, and you're going to score it at 1 3/4. And this is what's going to look like, kind of like an accordion. Okay, so that you have a piece here and a piece here. Now, what we're going to do to start with is we're going to put this flap is going to get glued down, or whatever adhesive you want to use is fine, but you want that flap to be completely down. Okay, so we're going to put that down like that. We're going to use our bone folder. I just like to use the bone folder to make sure it's nice and smooth and you get your glue all over. So now you're left with this, okay? So you might have seen a fold like that before, but I kind of changed it up because I wanted to, first of all, back this card with a card base. So that's what the white piece is for backing. So if you put this on here, like this, I kind of just tried to center it, was my goal. Again, I'm going to come in with my bone folder, open that up, and put that in there. Okay, then your card's starting to take shape. Now, for the back pocket, I used a piece of DSP. So let's talk about our DSP real quick, because I actually have not shown this DSP off yet, and it is really beautiful. I love it. It's all black and white, and I love that. It is called Perfectly Penciled. I want to make sure I said the name right. So let's go over the pieces of that real quick. So this came in 12 by 12, and I cut it Love It Chop It, I have a So Now What video for Love It Chop It. Not mine. Kylie and Bruno Bertucci came up with that, but I love the concept of it. And I do tend to use it for pretty much all of my DSP, unless I know I'm doing something specific. I cut it Love It Chop It. So I wanted to show you, look at these beautiful patterns. This is one side. Then on the other side, we have flowers, beautiful flower designs, all in black and white. I think this is absolutely stunning. Look how beautiful this paper is. Okay, that's Perfectly Penciled paper. So we're going to take a piece of that, and I want the pattern to show for my pocket. So this piece is 5 1/4 by 3 1/4. Now, when you attach this, you're literally only going to do you see how small I did that? Just like a little line on both sides with your glue or whatever adhesive you want to use. And you're going to kind of butt it up against the score line on your black paper and lay it down just like that. I'm going to use my bone folder again because I want to get my glue nice and tight on there. And then we're not going to mess with that for a few minutes because you do want that pocket to be super adhered to your paper so it doesn't come up when we go to put something in our pocket. Okay, and then on the front, this little flap here that we've got, it's so hard to see with that black there. We're going to do this piece here. We have a piece of DSP from the set I showed you, and I cut that at 5 1/4 by 1 1/4. Now, you're going to start to see some coloring happening because I don't want to have to show you all the coloring that I did today. And I also want to tell you that with this black and white, you could leave it black and white. You do not have to even color in. It's an option for you. Today, I was thinking of my sister and my friend Teresa. They love green, and so I wanted to try to do shades of green today. Already, that's looking good, right? Now we need another pocket. You've got a pocket back here, so we're going to do the same thing on this flap. We're going to do just a light line and a light line. Okay, and again, we're going to put it down and we're going to use our bone folder. We're going to push. We want that nice and tight. We want that glue nice and tight on there. We do not want our pocket to come up, right? Okay, it got a little smudgy on there, and that's okay. I want to show you. We have these little erasers, and look, I just erased that whole smudgy of glue. So you do have the ability, if you get the glue, I did get it on my fingers, obviously, because I got a little bit over here. Done. Happy accident taken care of. Now you have two pockets. This is the main part of your card, okay? Super, super exciting. So what does that mean to do the pockets? So let's talk about the pockets. And again, I already decorated some because I don't want to show you, you don't want to watch me color everything. So the back pocket, I backed it in black, and that piece is going to be 4 1/4 by 3 7/8. Then the white piece I cut at 4 inches by 3 3/4 inches. But you're seeing this corner on here, and I have a super cool trick to show you. So let's talk about the front pocket piece. Okay, this black piece is 4 1/8 by 3 1/2, and the white piece is 4 inches by 3 inches. And you see I have 3 of the corners done, but I have another corner to do. This is so cool. So the handmade tag punch is going to be the front, and we did it, and we got a little elephant on there. But I want to show you another way you can use your punches. You take your punch, and I look at it upside down because I want to see this opening here. And you're going to take the corner of your paper, and you're going to slide it in. So see how it's like you can't see anything but the corner? And you got a corner. So this punch, I've created corners out of this punch as well as using it as a regular punch. I love showing you guys ways that you can stretch your stuff, and I think it's magical. I just loved it. So let's talk about the stamps that we use. So this is Elephant Parade, and we have used one of each elephant. I just felt like we needed one of each elephant here. So you've got this little guy turned to the side, and you've got this cute little guy here, and then you've got this little guy sitting here. The butterfly is also from that set. So you have your elephants, but you have other things in here. Balloons and leaves. Look at that little mouse. And the peanut and flower. And then some really cute things. I'll never forget your kindness, friends forever. Sweet little one, though. So this is fun. Like if you want to do baby cards, what a happy day. There's like a nice variety. And there are die cuts for this if you want to do die cuts as well. So I wanted to let you know that. Annual catalog. I realized today, excuse me, that when I was making this card, everything except for the punch is from the annual catalog. I just realized that today. This is Happiness Abounds. These are gorgeous flowers. I love these flowers. And I use the friend is from this set, but there's also sending many things for you do. Congratulations. You're wonderful in every way. This is a fabulous set. And I believe I have a video. Sorry, I knocked my piece of paper down. I believe I have a masking video with those flowers. So you want to go and look for that in my videos. You want to go check that out. So let's talk about how I use these flowers. We're going to do it on this piece since I already did the other sets and I already colored it in. I wanted to kind of say that so you don't have to watch me color in everything, but you still can see how I did stuff. So I'm going to take the big flower and put it there. I love that. Right? And we put a little bit by its foot. Now, this is not a masking technique. I just kind of go around the centerpiece. So I start by stamping all of my elephants. I felt like that was the easiest for me. And then I kind of make the flowers come up around the elephants and around the pieces that I'm using. So I'm going to have a flower there. I'm going to come up with a flower here. Beautiful, right? Super simple. And again, once you stamped your flowers and your word friend, you could leave all of this black and white. You do not have to color it in. You could color your elephants gray, leave your flowers. There are many, many options with this card. And so I want you to definitely go check out my blog this week because I show you in my blog many different ways that I ended up coloring this. So I tried to stay in a monochromatic theme. I realize it's not monochromatic, it's not just one color, but monochromatic theme meaning all shades of green, all shades of purple, blue. You get what I'm saying. But then I branched out, and you'll see it on my blog, and I ended up doing one with shades of every color, and I thought that was super fun too. So this one is really fun because I think the flowers are super elegant, but then the elephants are just fun and cute and kind of just add this really cute element to them. So I colored in the elephants because they are pretty basic. I colored them in smoky slate, the light smoky slate. All of them are in the same color. But then I wanted to show you how I do flowers because that's a little different. That's not just a basic. When I do the flowers, in order to create this effect, the shaded with these like boom pop-up things, I want to show you how I did that. So I'm going to start with dark shaded spruce. If you don't know this might be something new for you. Our stamp and blends come in a group of two, a dark and a light of the exact same color. So whatever I say I'm using, if I say I'm using a dark or a light, they come in a set of two and they're only $9 and they are alcohol inks. So what does that mean? That means that they're going to blend. They're not going to leave streaks. But it also means that it bleeds through. So the reason that I like to do the backing of this black, one, I think it looks dynamic with the white and goes with the black and white theme. But on the back of the white paper, once you color in, it actually bleeds through to the backside. That's part of the blends. So you need to be aware of that. Like whatever surface that you were going to color on, you need to be aware that it will bleed into the backside. So you see how I just outlined that flower? I'll show you what I mean. So there's the white. No, he's going to go on the front of the card. You won't see him, but that's what I mean by bleeding through. Okay, so this is what I do when I am coloring flowers or something that I want to have more detail. I'm going to outline with a darker color, and I'm going to I mean, you want to be careful with it, but it doesn't have to be precise, but you don't want to go out of the lines, obviously, of the flower that you're coloring. But blends really are forgiving. They give you room to have happy accidents and still be like stunning. So I love that. Then I'm going to use light soft seafoam. And I'm going to go in on the flower that I outlined, and I am going to color in, and you're going to go across those lines of the dark shaded spruce. That's part of the charm of blends, is that the colors literally complement each other. They blend into each other, and they leave this really beautiful, beautiful flowers. So already you're seeing like, oh, wow, that's really pretty. That's very pretty. I'm going to do the same thing for this one with this color palette that I've chosen. The colors are really just a matter of what catches your eye. Now, sometimes I'll go like you see here, I'll color and then I'll color something beside it to make sure I like it. I have paper like that all over the place because I like to color. So I'll go and I'll color like that and do that. So that is dark shaded spruce, light soft seafoam. Look how beautiful that is with the greens. For this big flower, we're going to use, sorry, my throat is not the friendliest. We're going to use dark soft succulent, and we're going to outline again. So this flower, there's more outlining because it's just like more with the detail. So you saw I colored in the circle, and then I'm kind of going around like that stem part in the middle. And then this one, I'm going to do the same thing. I want dark where there's all these like pockets. I'm going to go around, color in, and I am going to outline the entire flower. I just think it gives it a really dynamic look when you're wanting your blends. This is where your blends really shine. I love coloring with blends, obviously. I think that's fun, but there is, when you're wanting something to have this really dynamic and beautiful look, your blends are going to do that for you because your colors will blend together and create this gorgeous like mosaic effect on your flowers. It's really, really lovely, actually. I love it. Okay, so we're going in and we're going to outline all of this flower on here. And again, doesn't have to be precise, but you want to stay in the lines of the flower. You don't want to go outside of the lines of the flower. That wouldn't look nice, but there you go. So there's the outline of your flower. Then we're going to come back in with dark, with light parakeet party. Okay. I know that sounds like an odd combo, but it ended up being lovely. I was very, very happy with it. And this is where you play around with the colors. Like that might not be something that you would do. You'd go, I don't know, that parakeet party seems a little out of control. It's bright. It is a bright green, not necessarily one I would be drawn to, but when you're mixing it, when you're letting it blend with your other colors, it ended up being really dynamic, and I really, really liked it. This parakeet party I found too, if you want to blend this with, say, not just shades of green, but you want to do something else, the parakeet party and the Tahitian tide are fabulous together. Okay, and look what you've got. Look how pretty that is. Now, looking at my time here, I actually have time. We're going to go ahead and do that because we're only doing a couple of flowers here on this guy. We're going to do the same thing over here. This is just a tiny bit of the flower, so not a whole lot going on there. Get that colored in, and then we'll come back in with that parakeet party and do that. So pretty. So again, if you're not someone who likes to color, or you wanted to keep it really simple, you could do like black and white. My friend Shauna, she loves black, white, and red. Like that's her favorite combo. You could do black, white, and red very easily, actually. So there's different options that you could take with this. Probably just depending on who you're going to send it to. Because I know that my sister and my friend Teresa love the greens. I thought I would go and do the greens. Greens isn't necessarily the color that I'm always drawn to. I am a purple gal, as I'm sure you all have realized by now. And I love the shades of purple, the shades of, I think the Starry Sky and the Orchid Oasis and the new in colors can feel purple or blue, which I love. I love that they have like a multi-tone feel to them, so that they match more than one thing. Okay, now this is the dark parakeet party, and we're going to blend it in with the light soft succulent. And then we're done with our coloring. And then I got to show you what I do to go back and kind of give it a highlight. And then again, this is just extra steps that I take when I'm doing something like this, when I'm coloring my flowers. I'm going to take the extra steps because I really want my flowers to pop. I really want them to shine. And so I feel like the extra steps are necessary, in my opinion, when I am coloring like this, because I just really want, I'm just all about the dynamics of these flowers, and I want them to shine to the best ability. Okay. So now I'm going to go back in only with my, excuse me, my dark colors that I highlighted with, and I'm going to highlight over top to pull out the extra bit of color in the flower. I just felt like this just really made the flowers pop. It just gave them just a little something extra, I guess, that I just really liked the look of. And it doesn't take long. I mean, you've already outlined, you've already highlighted, so it's no big deal. But then there's compared, like this one, I highlighted a second time to the first one. And I think that there's a difference. I think that you just see something really pop when you go and do this with your flowers. Again, this is just an extra step, not something you have to do, but I really, really like it. So we'll do this on this one. Looking at my time, oh, we're doing pretty good, but I don't need to color the rest, but I want to show you the difference in when you go back in and highlight it. I just think it looks amazing. Really pretty. There's a fly in here, if you can't tell, and he seems to feel like it's okay to keep landing on my fingers. No, thank you, fly. So there you go, like part of it outlined, part of it not. Do you see the difference? Like that's super, super amazing. All right, I'll finish doing that later. You don't need to watch me do all of that because we want to go ahead and put in our pocket. Now, I used those same colors and I colored all the pieces of the black and white flowers. I thought that was super cool. Now, these pieces that you have created literally fit in and become pockets in your card. Man, I loved this. I thought it was so fabulous. Then you can't forget this little guy. And I actually wanted to do dimensionals on him. And I only did a couple across here. Let me do one more in there to do that because I just thought they looked so fun. And I put him down more toward the bottom so you'd see a little bit of that black shine through. What do you think? Is that fabulous? I love it so much. So let's clear this out. So for our pocket card, here's the other thing I want to remind you. You do a pocket card like this, then any DSP you choose, and then just choose two sets of stamps that you like. These will look different depending on what you are choosing as your decorations. But you have literally the ability to write in two different places. You've got this gorgeous pocket and you've got this gorgeous pocket to write on, and you've got this cute little guy. It looks super cute when you send it with all one, but then when you pull them out, they're super, super fabulous. Isn't that so fun? I'm not even sure how I want to take a picture of this one. Let's go to the front and we'll try, I don't know. Let's do this. We'll do this. There you go. You can see that better. Like that. That's part of the pocket. And remember, on my blog, it's all pulled out so you'll get to see it. And then take a picture. Nice. All right, let's go to the front screen. Oh, my friends, I'm super, super excited. Now, I am going to remind you because the whole month of August, you have a chance to vote. So, I did a video that came out on Monday. So, you actually get two videos this week. The video on Monday was for the International Blog Hop, and it goes worldwide if I get the votes. And so, you still have time to go vote for that. It goes till the end of August. I'm not sure the exact date of the cutoff. I will find that out and I will get you that information. I'll put it on my blog. But you can keep going to vote for that the whole time and there's a blog for that. And then this week, my pocket card. Hello, happy pocket card. This and the blog will come out tomorrow. So the videos are always Friday, the blogs are Saturdays. Remember, happystamperedlady.com, and you'll find everything you're looking for Rachel Markin, Happy Stamper Lady. So until I see you next week, what am I going to tell you to do? Go and make the world a better place, my friend. I bid you adieu.